All right, stand back. I'm going to open the door, and it might explode.
Be careful. Who knows what the future Professor Layton has planned for us? He might have tea and crumpets.
Wait, why did Luke help open the door?
Excuse me. You there?
Welcome, Herschel Layton.
I demand an explanation.
Are you really Professor Layton?
Do you not remember his voice? You two won't, because you didn't see the intro to this game, but everyone else should.
Yes, of course. Don't you recognize your old friend?
Pull up the hat.
I don't know. Something about you seems off.
Surely you recognize yourself, Herschel. Misfortune, our fortune, is a result of your ambition and genius.
What is it, Professor?
He does remind me of a guy from the intro, though.
Right?
Put on quite a show, but it's clear to me that you're nothing but a charlatan.
I bet your hat's not even real.
Is that so?
Professor, what tipped you off?
The little flower.
He's too thin.
Yes, what indeed? I'm all ears.
You, sir, are a fraud, and I intend to expose you for the imposter you are. By poking you in the nose. I let you go ahead and...
Fascinating. Do continue.
That's pretty good. Luke, would you please so kind as to solve a quick
Puzzle break!
He needs his fix. What? But aren't we kind of in the middle of something?
This is the perfect time, Luke. Have you not understood how this game works? 95, looking up, 30 pick rods. A pile box has been carefully stacked. The image below is a view from the side. Perspective is also rotated in an unknown direction. Gravity is acting on the blocks, because this is real life, so any block not touching the ground or a block below it will fall. When you are looking at the blocks from the correct angle, which direction is up?
B.
C. D. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
You're right on the last one. D is going to give you the right answer.
Alrighty.
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
Beautiful.
Yes, the boy is quite bright. We all know that. But what does that have to do with anything?
Literally nothing, actually. I'm getting there. But first, a question. I have a pen in my pocket that's either one of them, let's enter the Matrix. Which is it?
What a terribly uncharacteristic query for you to make. There's no logic for me to work through.
Next question. What's the capital of Arkansas? Go!
I'm not a mind reader, and how could I... And I refuse to guess blindly. How can I solve your puzzle without a single hint?
Next question. How much Viagra should you take for a 4-hour erection?
Because you should remember what pen I had back in the past.
I only use one color. Now, what is the answer? So, in other words, you have no idea what color the pen in my pocket is. You bastard.
Of course not.
Worthless. That's funny. I'm going to laugh about it. Ha. Ha ha.
Oh?
Ha 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 ha. Luke, what would happen if you removed the bottom row of blocks from that structure I showed you?
The rest of the blocks would fall down, I suppose.
Here's a treat, Luke. That's right. Those blocks in the middle of the structure don't float in midair. Only by resting on the blocks beneath can those blocks stay elevated. This guy's gonna just freaking die on us. You were really me. You would have lived through this very moment before. was the answer. Therefore, you should know exactly what color the pen in my pocket is. You should have written this down, bitch! Given your answer, I can only assume your memory of that crucial event has vanished. But remember those blocks? Each sits on top of the next. I'm getting there. This metaphor's working. When you remove one, everything on top of it comes tumbling down. It all makes sense now! Why?
So, out with it already. What color is the pen in your pocket?
Never had a pen. Tricky, wasn't I? There was no pen. It was all in your imagination. How angry are you right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
Seething.
I had a feeling you were behind this, Dr. Stun Gun. Or, should I say, Dimitri Allen?
An impressive deduction. Does anything ever get past you, Herschel?
We're still gonna keep calling him by the fake name because it's a lot cooler. Oh, well, that was good. Yep. Sweet.
So, where's the real future Layton?
Hats off to you, Herschel.
So you're the one who's been kidnapping scientists under my name. But why?
Have you ever tried to build a time machine by yourself? It's a Herculean task. And by pinning the blame on you, I could disguise myself as one of the poor scientists who vanished.
Is there a point to save state?
That also provided an excellent way to lure you here.
This is gonna turn into a weird puzzle thing, and I want to make sure we're ready for it.
Let's see here.
I know there's no river here, but we're gonna have to... Yep.
I'll just use the same slot I did before.
After all, the virtuous Herschel Layton would never stand by as someone sullied his good name. Sure enough, you came running. And faster than expected at that.
You're a real lowlife, you know that?
So why me? You could have chosen anyone to be the scapegoat.
Oh no, it had to be you. You see, you play a critical part in the completion of my time machine.
I
Or
needed your
rather,
hat!
Your memories do.
What are you saying?
The best part is that I've already got what I need from you.
Of course. So that strange device.
Oh my gosh!
Finally catching on, eh? Those glasses you put on were a cognitive capture unit of my own design. In layman's terms, a memory recorder.
But what use could you possibly have for my memories?
Why, they provide me with data, of course. Your memories contain all the information I need to recreate that fateful day's experiment.
Which day?
The day I lost everything that mattered to me.
I still don't understand what you're getting at.
Is that like
I'd
Tuesday?
imagine you know quite a bit about loss yourself, Herschel. Think, man. I'm talking about Claire.
Balloon?
Claire.
As you know, time travel is based
well,
on
no
multiple
explanation.
wormholes. One end of the wormhole is anchored in the present, but every wormhole also needs a point of origin. And to find this point of origin, one needs data. Both you and Bill had substantial interactions with Claire on the day of the accident. Using your memories of those interactions, I will triangulate the point right before her death. Of course, finding a wormhole's point of origin is no easy task. If my calculations were even the slightest bit off, I could be trapped. Forever.
Works for me!
Then why take the risk? What do you stand to gain?
Everything. You see, like you, Herschel, I loved Claire.
Who's Claire?
I think it's the lady that gave Layton his hat.
Travel back through time
It is.
and save her?
Surely you wouldn't stop me. After all, haven't you wished for this yourself?
Did your memory collector let you know how many times I shagged Claire? It was like 50. How do you feel?
Nothing can excuse the kidnapping of all those scientists. Not even this, Dimitri.
You disappoint me. I had hoped a rational man like yourself would understand that the ends justify the means.
I don't see it that way.
Then what's your next move? Turn me into the police? I'd like to see you try.
He has a point. The inspector probably hasn't even made it to the river yet.
I was about to say, and here comes Kill Me.
No. You're mistaken in thinking I came here to report you to the authorities, Dr. Shamwow. I'm here to put an end to the schemes of the man who dragged my good name through the dirt. And that's you, Dr. Shabwadi Wadi.
Ha, that's a lovely sentiment, Herschel. But you seem to have forgotten one key detail. The towering pagoda is my stronghold, and that means you're on my turf. I have more than enough men here to overpower you. Look here. It's my hand.
These aren't men.
This 18th century relief illustrates our situation perfectly.
What?
It displays 2 warring factions of 5 troops. The stars indicate the strength of each troop. Your side is more or less accurately represented by the red and mine by the grey. It should be fairly clear to you who the victor will be. The grey side has more powerful troops! There's no way red could win! Well, I'm gonna cry! Exactly. Your apprentice has a good head on his shoulders, Herschel, and delicious tears coming from his eyes. Ah, he's eating my tears!
Personally, I think it's a bit premature to praise him in this case, Dr. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. From what I can see, our troops wouldn't lose the fight, provided the battle is fought one-on-one.
It sounds to me like you simply don't wish to admit defeat. If you believe it's possible, prove it.
Oh, okay. Actually, this isn't as bad as I thought. So what we're gonna order our troops 1-1, 4-3-1.
Like that?
Yes, I guess because we even it out then. Yep,
Alright, taking it okay?
I'd say so. There, each side wins 2 fights, loses 2 fights, and ties 1. It's a perfect draw, Dr. Stanley Parable. Of course, but the red side lacks in strength of its troops it can make up for with strategy. I knew that.
Your logic has impressed me once again, Herschel.
I'm sorry, where did that victory sound come from? Do you have just like a soundboard somewhere?
It came out of my pants. Let's continue.
Very nicely done, Herschel.
Give it up, Dimitri!
No, Luke. Only I'm allowed to point.
No. I'm just getting started.
What's in there?
What's that?
It's Boris Johnson!
As
Close
you
enough!
can see, my hostage here is something of a big shot. So I wouldn't try anything funny if I were you.
You're a monster! Oh no!
Maybe we should have moved!
Where would they have been able to move?
Any other place in the room!
Damn, there's like no mysteries left.
There's the mystery woman in the wet clothes.
How have we not solved wet clothes? The clothes got wet because of water. Anyway. Oh no, we're trapped! I have other obvious things to say. I'm just gonna sit here and think about it.
disappoint you, but it seems you've failed to ensnare the genuine article.
Damn it! Sometimes Matthew is right, and like really, really right.
How'd you get there?
Just what is going on here? Why are there 2 of you?
Which one is the real professor? What?
He's in here.
Then where's the real professor?
I think Luke could fit through the bars of the cage,
far
but
too
no, whatever.
Yeah, what's going on?
Matthew called it
Take
like
note,
to a
Luke.
T.
A true gentleman never plays his ace in the hole until absolutely necessary.
Well, almost to a T. I thought that the future Layton switched himself out.
Quit it with the lectures and get me out of here!
Help us, Professor!
I'd rather not.
I just need to find a way past this lock.
And I guess Dr. Stink Pickle isn't going to stop us for some reason. Great. 96 the right button, 40 pick rocks. I saw it. I did. Okay.
I did.
By the way, I'm gonna do Don Paolo's voice when we get there, since you got to be a Dr. Rudy Tooty Shooty, whatever the frick his name is. Okay, so the right button. We need to read the instructions, don't we? There's one button that works. Think of the buttons as squares on the grid. Thanks. That helps.
I'm still stuck on Rudy Tooty Shooty.
You have to move one square to another in the direction dictated by each symbol. There's only one button you can start from and reach all the others by following the rules. That's the right button. So, what's the right button? Oh boy. This is a lot of work, so I'm just gonna tell you. It's the bottom left star.
This one?
Bottom left means bottom left. Oh, sorry, that's a different the one right next to it.
Okay.
To the right. That one. Yes.
Yes, not the star, David.
Okay. All good?
Yes. You
Let's
can
see
just
if
hear
I've
my
got this
confidence.
right.
Okay.
Well, that's settled.
And sure, that was easy, I guess. Aren't I the best? It would seem the tables have turned on you, Dr. Sam and Max.
Given your penchant for logical thinking, I'd say you're deluded about the current situation, Hershey's Kisses.
Oh, good lord.
Look around you. In case you haven't noticed, you're deep within the family's headquarters. I need only say the word, and my men will come rushing to my aid.
You underestimate me, Dr. Weighs a Ton. Do you think I'd be so naive as to set foot in your base without a plan of my own?
Meaning?
I have a gun! This building is fascinating in its complexity. I saw plenty of spots where one might conceal a trap, or the like. On my way here, I set up a few diversions of my own. Call for your henchmen if you'd like. It'll be hilarious. I imagine most of them will have their hands full for at least a few more minutes, Dr. Stegosaurus.
Very clever, Dervish. Very clever.
Come on, boss, we gotta run!
It seems I must concede defeat for today, but this is far from over. Far, far from over. I look forward to seeing you again when our paths cross next. Hershey Dershey.
They're much faster than I imagined. There's no chance of us catching them. They're like preparing for a marathon or something. Oh no! I forgot my gun, actually. What's wrong? Dr. Smellybum and his men managed to abscond with the Prime Minister in the midst of all this commotion. Why did no one watch the Prime Minister? Wow, he was right there. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
The klaxons are ringing.
Dr. Doogie Hauser's activated an alarm. Family members from the area are gonna flood this place before long.